Hi again. If you loved that silver, you are going to love this gold, maybe even more. Right, Mike?
I think so. We've been talking a lot about silver eagles, and you know what I'm saying, great prices on silver eagles, this window of opportunity. Well, gold is no different right now. What has happened now? There's a slight difference. Like I said, we've been doing a lot of talk about silver, but the other difference with that is gold is at all-time highs.
Okay.
And just keeping going, just booming, booming, booming. I just saw a report, kind of an insider gold report that I got, and they were talking about central banks. So we're talking about countries.
Okay.
Have been buyers of gold for 8 months now. And it's not like, you know, buying $5 gold eagles. They're buying a ton at a time, literally a ton at a time. So tens of millions, hundreds of millions of dollars worth of gold at a time. And so that's what it is, kind of uncertainty in the world. And of course, we started talking about now interest rates coming back down. All of a sudden, gold and silver are tremendous opportunities. Well, the problem with gold is the same as it has been with silver. The premiums on American gold eagles particularly have been to the moon for 5, 6, 7 years now. Because you have to understand, when the United States Mint makes this, there's a shortage of silver and there's a shortage of gold planchets. So what happens is people are buying gold and buying lots and lots of gold. Understand it takes the United States Mint, it's about the same amount of work to make a $5 gold eagle as it is to make a $50 gold eagle. And so what happens with this is the fact that, you know, the premiums on these have been sky high for the last 5 years. And what has happened is, once again, this window of opportunity, premiums are at 5, 6, 7, 8 year lows. Now gold's up, but premiums are way down. So when you see here, this is a 1/10 ounce of pure gold, the American $5 gold eagle, certified perfect. Now gold is even more difficult to certify perfect than silver because gold's so soft. And so, you know, you get these, I was talking to a friend of mine, and he's telling me stories. He says he bought a box of gold. So I showed you the box of silver eagles, the big box of green ones. The gold box is red. 500 ounces of gold, so well over $1 million worth of gold in a box. And so 5,000 of these coins, and he got in one of the boxes 0.
No.
0.
That were
70s. And the reason is there was some pitting on the coin. These are traditionally, I mean, they are notoriously difficult to get in Mint State 70, and so that's why they bring this long-term collector value. And that's why the premiums on these gold eagles, and that's why you have to charge so much for these. I think the lowest price I've had in the last 5 or 10 years is probably $399.95. I've been $399. I've been as high as $499 for a perfect $5 gold eagle.
This is a great price then.
This is more than a great price. This is an unbelievable price. It is an historic price, actually, based on the last decade. This has got to be the lowest price I've been able to do in the last decade on American gold eagles. I mean, particularly with gold at all-time highs. So you'd assume I'm $399, $449, $479, $499.
That's what I thought.
So I was able to get, you know, a couple of rolls of these with this, and by a couple I mean like 20. You know, which is like 1,000 coins, and they graded pretty well. So I have a couple hundred Mint State 70s. That's the reason I could do this. So low premiums. Like I said, gold's just on fire. But then with the low premiums, I got a great deal on this, and I bought this before gold made about $150 an ounce move. So this would have made this $349, $379. So for a very, very limited time, for a very, very few people, I can do $329. Like I said, 1/10 ounce, almost 3.5 grams of pure gold here for $329. But it's not just the gold. The gold is a significant part of this. As a matter of fact, the gold of the $329, just the pure melt value of the gold is the majority of that price. Now add in the certification. And if there's anything you want to be certified to be guaranteed authentic, it would be gold. All right, so that's what you have when it's ultrasonically sealed. You don't have to worry about assaying it or any of that other stuff. It's guaranteed for weight, content, purity, authenticity, and now certification and grade in Mint State 70 perfect in this ultrasonically sealed holder. So you have that confidence to be able to have that, and that way dealers and collectors will buy it what's called sight unseen. Once it's certified, they'll buy it without having to look at it. And so that's the other advantage of certification. And let's take a look at that reverse reverse. This is just the fourth year of the new American Eagle design. The obverse has been the same since 1986, pretty much.
Okay.
That first showed up in 1907 on the St. Gaudens $20 gold coin, considered by many people to be the most beautiful gold coin ever made. And then we reprised that. President Reagan did reprise that in 1986 with the American Gold Eagle. But the reverse was just changed 4 years ago. It used to be a family of eagles. I think it was great that it was done. But now they changed it 4 years ago to what I call the fierce eagle. I mean, I think this is one of the greatest representations of an eagle that's been on a United States coin in years and years and years. I mean, there's a law. All denominations of American currency of denomination larger than 10 cents must have an eagle on it.
The detail on this, though,
yeah, must have an eagle on
beautiful.
it. And so they redesigned this 4 years ago, and I mean, that is truly spectacular. That's truly American as well. So you've got this great new design. But the other thing that you have to understand here is you have pure and solid gold. And you have pure and solid gold that's made by the United States Mint. So if you look at all these central banks that are out there buying gold out there in the world, keep in mind that the United States government is the largest holder of gold in the world by far. By far. Almost 10,000 metric tons of gold the United States has. 10,000 metric tons of gold. So, I mean, they have plenty of them for this, but the problem is because at the Mint in Philadelphia, in this particular case, West Point, the line can either do gold or silver, and it can only do one denomination in essence at a time that holds the press. And so with gold at all-time highs, with gold demand at all-time highs, obviously, the United States Mint is really, really pushing the $50, well, the 1 ounce coins out there. Because they make, 10 times more money.
I was going to say, that's a pretty pricey
they basically
coin.
make 10 times more money, and it's just about the same amount of work for them. So they're obviously doing that. So they're on allocation. They're very difficult to get, the $5 gold coins. The fact that we have these, they're in stock, they're ready to ship, they're certified perfect, and you guarantee the price. You lock in the price. Here's the other thing when you're buying gold out there in the world today. First of all, you have to buy it from a trusted source. The scams that are out there are just, are multitudinous and legendary at this point. Look, we've been here for 25 years doing these. I've been doing these all 25 years. I've sold every single solitary one of these, going all the way back to 1999 live. I've sold them all since 1986. So you can buy them here with confidence. So you do that. But when you buy it, you can say, I want to use a credit card. Absolutely no problem. Most places, when you do that, when you buy gold or silver particularly, they say there'll be a 5% convenience fee. I don't know who that's convenient for. It's not you. I can promise you that.
That hurts.
Okay, yeah, that hurts a little bit, particularly at this. All of a sudden, that's an extra $20 just to use a credit card. I don't get that. And then it's like, okay, 7 or 10 days, you decide, maybe I want to buy silver, I want to buy something else, I want to return this. 30-day money-back guarantee, no questions asked. 30-day money-back guarantee, no questions asked, and nobody else is doing that either. 30-day money-back guarantee, use a credit card, no additional cost, and nobody's touching this price for a certified Mint State 70 American Gold $5 Gold Eagle, certified perfect for only $329.95. Now, I talked about this window of opportunity that was open. Okay, low premiums, and this was before gold. I mean, gold was going crazy, but now it's gone crazy. Okay, so I was able to get in at it, several weeks ago when we actually purchased the gold. Gold's gone up substantially since then, and because of the demand, they're just difficult to get, period. And then you have it certified perfect. Remember, gold coin's much more difficult to get in perfect condition. That guarantees the greatest long-term collector value when you've got these perfect American Gold Eagles. It matters to value long-term, particularly to have these in certified perfect condition. So you get the gold, you get it 10th ounce, almost 3.5 grams of pure gold. You get it absolutely perfect. You get a 30-day money-back guarantee. You get it at the lowest price that I've had in 10 years. But like I said, even though we bought lots and lots and lots of gold, our quantities are very limited, and that window of opportunity for us to buy that with the premiums and everything has closed. So the quantity we have on hand is what we have. So you really need to pick up the phone. You really need to put this into your collection today because quantities are incredibly, incredibly limited. Get yours today.